and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, or this week's video I suppose, I've got another craft kit. It's the Crayola Glitter Dots Sparkle Station. I got this at a local thrift store for $5.99, which for a craft kit isn't horrible. The glitter dots are a thing that's been around for a little bit now, and they make a whole bunch of different kinds of kits for it. I have not seen anybody on social media do this one before, but I have seen people using the glitter dots, so I kind of have an idea of how they work and what I need to do to make them work. So let's open this up. Alright, so this is what the inside of the packaging looks like. I don't know what's going on with this. Alright, so that's just a piece of cardboard, I guess, to display these. So we get 2 of these blister packs. And for some reason they're in different color order from each other. The green is here on this one. Oh, they're different colors. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm excited about that. I don't think we would get in different colors. But yeah, they're like medicine blister packs. I feel like I'm taking Tylenol. And then we get this roller thing that I assume you pop this out. Yeah, you can pop this out and then these go in it, so that you can do different patterns and stuff. I don't imagine I'll really use these, to be honest, but just for storage, I'll pop them on. Oh, okay, so that's something I didn't realize, and I just got lucky on the first one, is like there's a notch and a notch, so you have to line them up. So I just spent a little too much time making a pattern for something I'm not even going to use, just out of pure fun. So there's still always going to be 2 left over, no matter what you do, if you end up using this. I don't think I'm going to actually be using this. And then we've got an assortment of like these cookie cutter type of things. I might use a few of them. Like I'll probably use the heart, and then this little leaf shape, just for some added texture, but that would probably be about it. And then we also get like a flat rolling pin that I think goes into this as well, which could be useful. And then inside the rolling pin, it has like a little spatula scraper thing, which could be fun. And then it also comes with some paper and accessories. So it has like this work surface. It's like magazine paper type feeling kind of thing. Double-sided, and it has a cute little border with glitter dots on it. So that'll actually be helpful, because I was about to get some wax paper out. And then we have, it almost looks like a fast food carton, to be honest with you. I'm not going to use it in this video. And then, ooh, what's this? Oh, we've got some little plastic sheets. I guess we'll find out what that's for. And then some blank cards that are already bent. Granted, I did get this second hand, but it was still sealed. And instructions. So it looks like we've got everything that we're supposed to have. So we've got 3 note cards. Yup. 1 roller tool. Yup. 9 cutting wheels. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 clear roller sheets. Okay. So I guess you're supposed to press them between this and roll it out. 1 hand roller. Okay, so that doesn't go inside of that. That makes sense, because it doesn't have the things. 84 glitter dots, so it's the 2 sheets, so that sounds about right. 1 trinket box, 1 craft tool, it does not specify, 1 work mat, 6 shape cutters. You'll also need small resealable plastic container, not included. I don't think I'll be able to save any of them. We'll see. If not, I just won't. For best results before starting, protect all work surfaces. Glitter dots contain colorants that may stain. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? I thought the point of these was to contain the glitter. So one of the YouTube videos that I already saw on this product, I wasn't like looking for it or anything like that. It was just a channel that I follow. If you've never heard of Doodle Date, they are so fun and so cute. They're my comfort channel. They said that it doesn't really stick to the paper products. They didn't have this exact kit, but I mean, the stuff that it comes with is still paper. So what I did is I took a wooden plaque type thing that I already had, and I mixed gesso and salt because I didn't have any sand to make like a rough texture, and then I just painted it with some leftover paint that I had. So I got this cool green color. You're gonna see upcoming more canvases that are this color because I did it in a batch. And then I sketched on this petunia and, you know, just some like leaf and flower shapes. And then again, I already mentioned that I'll be using some of these, so I'll probably use them as leaves because I still want to use more of the kit than just the dots. So I'm gonna use this for flattening and blending, I think, and then just have this over here. So I think these purples are about the same. I wish they were a little bit lighter, but I don't think I can mix anything to make them lighter. And then I've got this pinky magenta color that could work for the lighter spots. So I did do an initial sketch with alcohol markers, but actually before I use the purple, I want to try a color that I probably won't use, just to kind of play with it and figure out, you know, what it feels like and everything. So let's do orange. You know what it feels like? It feels like hair gel or maybe like glue stick glue mixed with a bunch of glitter already. It does not look appealing, at least not in this state. I can see where the flat side, like making a picture, could be pretty though. So let's set that aside. Let's start over here. And I'll just press that down. Ooh. These feel very dry. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this stick to anything, let alone a surface that I prepared for it to stick to. Let's try the tool. The roller wants to come out and play. Do I really have to like mix this with glue? That defeats the purpose. Let's see if that sticks. All right, so with enough pressure, you can kind of get it to stick. What the heck? Am I gonna be able to do anything with this? I might have to mix this with some glue because it feels dry. All right, it says 2019 Crayola on it, so if it's, I don't know if that's when the product came out or if that's when that was made. I'm assuming it's when the product came out, but if that gives us any clue to it, that might be why, is that it's several years old at this point. I may have to add a little bit of sticky glue. All right, adding a teeny bit of glue helped, but it does make it significantly messier, which I feel like defeats the purpose of this whole project. Jesus! This kit's just terrible. But God, I hate glitter. If you had told 10-year-old me that I'd be saying that as an adult, crazy. Let's just give up and use the glue. Alright, so it took me forever to get this background in, and it's way more colorful than I initially intended it to be. So we're just going to use the stamper here and there where I can get it to lay down. I don't want to cut all the way through it. I just want to leave kind of an impression with it because I think it's kind of cool in theory here. And we'll use the heart one, we'll just use kind of the end of it for maybe another shape of leaves. So that's our very messy background. Hopefully the purple can still stand out really well. So the colors we have left here are, we have an entire row of this purple. I have this teal, which I'm going to be possibly mixing in with this green for the stem. I have this pinky color. I have two of them left. I accidentally popped one out and then remembered that I needed it. And then I have some leftover purple and continuing the same, is it the same color purple? Yeah, it's the same color purple, and then the green here. So that's the colors I have left. I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna clean myself up. I'm not gonna really bother with the workspace cleanup. I will clean these stencils up and this up. I might try and wipe this down. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother with that. But yeah, we're just gonna let this dry. I think it said it needed an hour to dry. And then I'll come back and do the flower and the stem. So I've got this pretty well dry. I mean, it's not fully dry. It might be too thick. It might be, I don't know. You can't really listen to the instructions when you had to go off course because of the situation with them being dried as hell. So I've got some purples here. We're gonna get started on that with the flower petals. I think that's my best course of action, is to just jump right into that next. And although in my reference photo there is like a change of shades, I don't really have anything that I could mix with it to make it too much lighter. I do have the pink, which I will be adding to some spots over top after. But my darkest and lightest purple is going to be just the purple. It does just really upset me that I didn't have enough of the right color to do a solid background. That I had to go completely rainbow with it. I don't really like the vibe that it's got right now. I mean, it does fit the aesthetic of the kit, I think, to where it is, you know, very childish, very Crayola. But it's not even been fun. Art should be fun. This has just been stressful. Have a little bit of yellow, make it a little easier. Now I guess it's under like the pinky color. That's about as good as the flower's gonna get, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm bothering to attempt to sign this piece of crap. Alright, that's the best I could do. I'll show you guys again when it's dry. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been off over here in the corner this almost the entire time, just trying to get all the glue and the glitter off my hands. It's been an absolute disaster. I have not enjoyed this project at all. I know that this is mostly due in part to the fact that they were dry, completely and totally dry. I'm not gonna keep these, so they're crumbly. Like, look at that. They should not do that. If they worked as advertised, they would be kind of sticky, but not like gluey sticky. And from the videos that I've seen, they're supposed to almost feel like hair gel. Like the thick hair gel. But at least I was able to make something. I don't love how it came out. Alright, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It's the fact that they were dry, which could in part be the fact that I got them at the thrift store, so who knows how long since manufacturing that they've been out. It's the tacky basic colors and the fact that it's glitter. You can blend them, but you really cannot mix colors. It's the fact that it's the giant chunky glitter, and I know that's associated with like kid stuff, but glitter is glitter. Like, if a kid's gonna swallow glitter, what's the difference between this stuff and the fine stuff? Either way, they're gonna be swallowing microplastics. It's the fact that I had to make them into glitter glue and finger paint with them because I was trying to stay true to the kit. So I was not gonna bring in a brush, nor was I gonna ruin one of my brushes with chunky glitter glue. It is the fact that not only are they the basic ugly colors, there was not enough of them to do a project this size. And this is small. This is just a little bit bigger than my hands, and I've got small hands. I am glad that it came with this sheet. The cookie cutters and stuff are cute, but they don't really do a whole lot. Like, you can still kind of see some of the shapes that I did. Again, I didn't really cut through all the way. I didn't want to. I know that they wouldn't have stuck to the paper that they came with just based on the videos that I've seen before. And that was before I even found the kit at the thrift store. But then first of all, I wasn't thinking about it when I found them. I wasn't like, oh, these are horrible, let's buy them. I was just like, oh, it's a Crayola craft kit. Those are always fun. I do like that they gave us 2 different packs with some repeating basic colors, but some added colors between the different ones. I think the roller thing was cute. This guy was cute. I did actually end up just storing them all in this little craft box that they gave us, at least for the time being. I might be able to find a use for them for something. We'll see. I might end up just donating them. But those could be fun for like a clay project here in the future someday. These will have to get washed before they can go in. I may keep this just as another work surface for later on. These, trash immediately. Where'd the box go? When it comes down to it, don't buy this. Just don't. I wouldn't recommend it. Let me close my glue. But again, even my glue is gonna have to get washed off because it's covered in glitter, and that was before I touched it with these hands right now. It's a fun idea. I love it in theory, but the actuality of it, trash, absolute trash. Do not buy this kit. They're horrible. I couldn't even sign my name right. My initials look sloppy and they're massive. Like, honestly, put together, they're about the size of the damn flower. Just don't get it. I'm glad that I could make something that somewhat looks like what I was going for. And I do like the original photo. I'm gonna keep that on the reserves. I want to use that photo with a different material at some point. But good God. Good God. Maybe eventually, when I've calmed down with this enough, I'll probably still hold on to this because I put probably 3 or 4 hours into this project at this point. And that's excluding the overnight to let the background at least harden to the touch so that it wasn't being pushed around when I was doing the flower and the stem. But, oh God, it's just, maybe I will rework it with regular glitter. Obviously, I'm probably gonna have to stick to the same size, so it's still gonna look very childish. But come on, Crayola. Come on. I love Crayola. I do. Don't get me wrong. Crayola is a wonderful company. It corresponds a lot with a lot of childhood, especially in America, at least. Because it is an American company. And Crayola has a near and dear place to my heart. If you've looked at my channel, I have plenty of other Crayola kits and products that I've used on my channel and reviewed on my channel. And I've got plenty more coming. And this is only the second one that I didn't like. 3 of them now didn't really work, but I think the first one was on me. I'm still planning on redoing that project. or that product. I'm going to be doing a different project with it, but don't buy it. Don't buy it. I will come back in a few hours when this is dried, so it doesn't have like the weird glare from the glue still being wet. You can kind of see the sparkle more when it's dry. I'm gonna go wash up because I need to get rid of this glitter, and that's another thing, is all of these pieces of glitter now are going to be in the waterways because I don't have another way to wash them off besides in the sink or in the shower. Alright, so this is now completely dry, and you can kind of see the sparkles more on where I left off, but yeah, my nail color's changed, I apologize, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's very abstract looking, in my opinion. I feel like, I mean, I already talked about it. It definitely could have been better if the kit was better, but again, there's only so much you can do with like the chunky glitter and limited colors. But if you liked this video and you like my art, please feel free to like and subscribe. And you can see more and, humbly speaking, better art on my channel if you want to subscribe and check out what else I have posted already. And come back next week for another art video. Don't forget to stay artsy. Bye!